we're on the precipice of a full digital frontier,
Mm-hmm.
and like the creation of, like, I like to look at Apple as like this is where it's headed, you know,
Yeah.
because they wouldn't spend their money, like they wouldn't squander their money, right?
Yeah, they're very.
Everything's a strategic move. Like
Mhm.
maybe before, yeah, but now it's more strategic. And the fact that you're investing in these, Vision Pros, this is the signaling for the digital frontier.
Yeah.
Like this is it.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna jump on board. Yeah. Which I don't know.
It's gonna create an individualistic world, though.
Yeah. That's actually
That's
what I
the
was just
other
about to talk
thing.
about. I was thinking about it because I was like, I'm writing this story right now. Like I do those video photo series, and writing the story about how like I prefer like the island life because you're not disconnected.
Mhm.
I was so okay, so um again, go back to my coworker. She was like, "Oh, back to reality," and I was like, "But what is reality? I don't see you. I don't see anybody. I
Right.
just see you for like maybe an hour digitally. I don't even see you, right? Like
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. True.
We used to live together, but now I'm just seeing you virtually. So it's like, what is real?" When I
Mhm.
said like that was more real, like the Philippines is more real than this, I meant it because there was no internet connection. Like I
Yeah. True.
literally was face to face with people,
Mhm.
you know, like those though our caretakers' kids. You can like play with them,
Yeah.
hang out with them. You see them every day, but like there's no shut off button for them,
Mhm.
right? So like, wouldn't you technically say that's more real
I would say that is
than
more real. Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Yeah.
And then that was tripping me out. There's like more things that are tripping me out from this. It's like they are like, even though they have some disadvantages there, one thing that they really do have is connection.
Mhm.
Because people are, like it's not like here. It's different because here we have an apartment, so we have like hundreds of people. I don't know any of them,
Yeah.
but like there, you know your neighbor. They come over, you say, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
You guys actually like hang out. It reminded me of like being a kid, because when we were kids, we like actually play outside.
Yeah. Because that's all we could do, right? Like that.
Yeah,
I think that's the
that's what I
thing.
mean. Yeah,
Technology wasn't there to keep us in like was meant to.
separated.
Yeah. It's created us. It's separated us, right? Technology has separated us. Right. We can just we can put on those glasses and just be in another world, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Where before it's like, well, we can't do anything inside. We got to do something outside. Let's call this guy in. Let's
Right,
go.
right, right. So it's trippy because right next to where my dad's building the thing, there's a basketball court, right? And it's not like a court; it's like a basketball net,
Okay,
but they made it themselves.
sure.
I'm kind of trying to tell my dad, like, let's buy them a full net. That'd be kind of cool.
Hmm.
Like, let them play for real. But anyways, so there's a sign that said like no trespassing. This area is for like friends only. It was more like a joke. Like,
Right.
it's not really a no trespassing.
Right.
Um, it's like something we would write,
Yeah.
like this is for friends only. And then every day they would play basketball together until sunset. And I'd watch them from like the rooftop. I'm like, oh man, I remember that. I remember like
Hmm.
you and I, Wob, Sid, like those are real moments.
Yeah.
We were like actually playing together, interacting, you know?
Hmm.
But now it's fully diverged into, it's great because we can still stay connected, like you live much further away from me now,
True.
so there's pros and cons.
There is pros and cons. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like my dad can FaceTime India or whatever
Yeah,
it is, right? Like
totally.
that
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
there before, but we're not necessarily talking to our neighbors, right? We're just
Yes,
right next door. So
yes,
it's connected us,
yes,
but it's also disconnected us from what's locally here, I feel.
yeah. So what is real? What is more real than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even though that was a quote unquote vacation, it felt more real than here,
Mhm.
because here is like digital spaces.
Yeah.
I don't physically see anyone
Hmm.
Ooh, that actually
I think
that
that's
just tripped me out.
yeah.
Actually,
I think that's why we're what do you say? Like humans are communal. What's the word? I forgot the.
um, collective
Yeah,
beings,
we're collective
collective
beings. We
species.
need like actual human interaction. I think the digital
Yeah.
interaction is not enough. Really.
Okay. Okay. So this is really trippy. Like in this conversation, I just realized something. Ever since being back, like, okay, so when I was in the Philippines, every day is full interaction with tons of people, tons of people, and then coming back, I was inundated with work. So I was like, okay, I'm interacting with individuals, typing to them, building projects with them, attending meetings. And then only just now when I said that, I was explaining this to you, I'm like, physically, I've only seen Tara and my sister in this entire week.
Yeah.
That's two people. That's actually like literally two people,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But like, how many people did I interact with? Interact with you, interacted with your brother, interacted with my coworkers, interacted with my boss. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different interactions, but they were not real.
Hmm.
So what is real? You know, like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
really,
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually only physically interacted with two people this week,
Right.
and I haven't even gotten jujitsu yet. I'm going today, so like
So.
there it is again. It's like I haven't even, you know.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So what does this do to like our psyche?
I think there is going to be some problems in the long run. I
Right?
feel. Yeah, I
Like
think it
I mean,
does.
it psychologically it feels like we're interacting, but there's no oxytocin. There's no like maybe we get dopamine, but like
We're not breathing.
so
We're missing a lot of other experiences. We're not breathing the same air. We're not like,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah,
oh, there's some like I don't know something cooking. You can all smell it, right? It's like
yeah, yeah,
there's so many
yeah,
more senses we're using at the same time that that
yeah.
isn't there when you do it virtually or digitally, whatever, right? So it's like,
Ooh, maybe this is my appeal because I've come back and like before I was kind of like I knew about reverse culture shock. So like they warned us about this when I first went away for like
right.
study
Hmm.
right in Hong Kong. They're like when you come back, life will seem more boring, and then you'll be like really bored with reality. It's like everybody
Hmm.
prepares you for culture shock, but nobody prepares you for reverse culture shock. It's like when you
Hmm.
return from an exciting adventure. But like I thought this was. I was like, oh, maybe I'm just like suffering from because I'm like, oh, I really want to go back. I really want to go back. You know, or even in the plans of art, like me and Tara are talking about, like going back in like winter,
Yeah.
going to South Korea and Philippines, and it's like, but why? Why am I so obsessed with it? And I'm like, oh, because that was a reality. That's a real reality. Like there's human interaction in that
Yeah.
space,
Hmm.
you know? Yeah, like meaningful human interaction.
Hmm.
Trippy.
I
But
think.
like that's me who's sentient of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm being like very aware of like why am I feeling this way? What are the things, you know? But like what about people who go through the motions? I think maybe that's where the 9 to 5 question came from. It's like why are we in this 9 to 5?
Hmm.
Because especially as we move into like digital spaces, it's it's like do you realize that what you're building is not real? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So then all right, with
Yeah.
the introduction of Apple Vision Pro, it's like
I think there's gonna be more of that, but I think there's already an increase of people being like single people or like there's already that happening.
oh dude, that's another thing. They said that because of the digital space now, people are not sure how to interact in personal space,
Hmm.
and it's making people more awkward. So people are like not really getting together anymore.
We're yeah, it's like Wally in the movie. I don't know if you saw that.
I try watching it, but it's too boring. I'm sorry.
No, no, no.
It's
But
like
like
too kiddie for me.
where they get to like the people part, and people are just they're not really interacting with people to people. They're all there, but
Oh,
you're
really?
watching a screen, right? Or like you're just on
Yeah, yeah,
like a
yeah.
wheelchair thing. And when somebody met somebody, I was like they didn't know how to interact with each other.
Yes,
It's like
yes, 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 yes. Yes, yeah, no, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's almost like, do I give you a high five or a fist bump?
yeah.
Like, or a handshake? What are we doing?
Or
You know?
we're losing the how to read body language or all that kind of stuff. So this is a
Yes.
problem that I think is going to be a big problem later on. Yeah, yeah.
You know what also I'm noticing too? that there's like a huge deficit for. Actually, wait, I really just thought about this as well. If I do, like, let's say some craziness happens and I end up like moving to the Philippines, not saying I'm going to, I'm just saying like if I spend more time there, and I have Starlink, the wild part is we could still do this and it'll feel the exact same because I don't physically see you,
Right.
but it's like, but we're still connecting.
Yeah.
That's a trip,
Hmm.
you know, like that's a cool part of like digital spaces that they remain consistent, but it's also freaky because it's like I'm halfway around the world.
Right.